Say hello, fucker. Are you gonna pretend that you can't hear me? You gonna pretend that you're sleeping? Is that what you're doing? You gonna act like you're not awake? Say hello. Ruby, Ruby, Roo. Come here, me. Bite me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hello. Oh, and a hola. A lot of you know I'm not a hola. I'm an idiot. Big difference. Big difference, knuckle buckle. Hello. I was sleeping. Rocky and I sleep. It's his first toy. First toy I ever gave him. He's staring at you, Rocky. He's staring at you. He called you a punk. He's like, I see how it is. Anyways, come on in, say hi. Tell me my dog doesn't look like Scooby Doo. He looks like Scooby Doo. Scooby Dooby Doo, you're a fool. We fed you lots of human food now. You have diabetes and it's cool. You use insulin to live now. Are you growling at me? What are you growling for? What do you want? What do you want, man? I have the most patient dog ever. Pirate? I'm not a pirate. I want to put a patch on him and see how he does. I think he'd be fine. Who's my good boy though, huh? 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 What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Now what? Morning. Just a man and his dog. What do you got? Doggy goggles. Doggy goggles. Oh. So how did he get the holes in his face? We don't know. So I lost my tooth. 704 here. Joe working out on his chin. You know, all the teeth gone. Strong mouth game. We need David Attenborough. And here we see the great North American idiot. Good job. Anyways, human hair. What do you think of the Taurus G2C? I have one that fits my hand perfectly. G2C, good gun. See a lot more guns. What did you add? I've been missing out on streams lately. We'll do a full wall tour in about 10 minutes. I don't know which ones you didn't see. I thought I saw a staccato on your wall. Hasn't been on one on that wall in a year and a half, bud. Just bought my first 1911 Springfield Armory mil-spec. Nice job, dude. Love Rocky, thank you. Got a like from you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Silvio. What's the one to the left? The silver blue gun. This one? That one is the Mac DS9 double stack comp. 2011 with a single port comp on it. You have a Belgian Shepherd on your channel? He's not Belgian. He's German Shepherd, American Staffordshire. He just has the coloring of a similar coloring to a Malinois, but when he goes full, ears up. All right. Good boy. Can you perk your ears up? There you go. You see that? I'm sorry. I got you. I'll pet you. What do you got? Huh? What do you got? Huh? You want to shut him up? You just do this. All right. Just let him bite you. Good boy. Here, have a chew toy while I'm talking to the people. Here, want one of these? I have training videos and shorts. Nice, dude. What is this? Get him, Rocky. Maybe I'll go over and check it out. Don't self-promote, though, without asking, brother. Got a 6-hour 226. Two of them right there. That's a 226 Navy, Mark 25, and that's the SIG 226 Stainless Elite. So I built a couple polymer 80s, don't have any rifles. What would you suggest for a first rifle? Depends. Are you a tinkerer? If you're looking to tinker with stuff, buy an AR-15. Get like a Diamondback or a Radical or something. You can put any parts you want in them. You can wind up with like a crazy ass build like that. Or just buy one that's done if you don't want to do anything. No, I'm in the United States, man. No current automatic weapons on my wall. If I do get one, you'll see it. What do I think about the FN57? Outclassed by everything that is also shooting that round now. When the 5.7 first came out with the full poly build with the steel inserts, it was kind of cool, novel, and interesting, but not today at $1,600. They've priced themselves out of it. Even at $1,100, they're too much money. Trying to buy an upper from a Mark 2445. Everyone's got one. It's cool to ask here. Ban my ass if no. No, you can't really talk about sales and stuff on here. Sorry, brother. But if somebody says, yeah, you're more welcome to give them your email. You recommend a Glock 19 for my first gun purchase. I don't recommend any guns to anybody until I know you. I can tell you it's a reliable, trustworthy gun, but I don't know you, so I don't recommend the gun. Good question. Unlethal gun for home defense is good to use. What gun or unlethal gun? Are you talking about like home defense with less than lethal stuff? You're going to be stuck with pepper ball guns like the Byrna, or you're going to have to use things like mace and sticks. You're looking at the Radical 15s. How do you know about the PSAs? The only thing I know about PSA AR-15s is that lower is a PSA 15, but it's got all custom parts in it. So their guns are okay. They have fair reputations, so they're all right. The PR-57 from Caltech, that's a kind of a joke. It's kind of a joke gun. They created it so it could be less than an inch wide, but it uses stripper clips, and you can't unload the firearm without racking the gun 20 times. Any 380s? What would be your choice for a 380 handgun? I don't really particularly care for 380s, so there are none on my wall. I sold all the ones I had, but I would say the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 or any of the 1911s in 380. When the hell is HK going to make an all-metal gun? I think the P7 was a all-metal gun. Chebesky, I'm picking up a 365 Lux and 380, grade 380 if you like all metal and on the bigger side. Yeah, but isn't that one kind of spendy? The only reason I would take a 380 over a 9mm is if the price was right. So the 365 Lux is really nice looking. I'll give it that much. It's a 365 X frame with a comped front nose, but yeah, $1,000 I'll pass. Personally, I'll pass. The SIG does give you a free safe. What's your favorite gun that you have? My favorite guns are going to be my para ordnances, which are actually on this end here. So my favorite gun right now is my para ordnance Black Ops 1911. It's a single stack gun, but I like every gun I own. So I don't really have a favorite, as there's no gun up there that I wouldn't sell, but like favorite just in my collection would be my grandfather's model 1894, made in 1939, Winchester 1894 and 3030. You like to make a mess, bro. Good job. Good playing. So that would be my favorite gun that I own. The one under the Mac 2011 is the Bursa 2011. Bruce, what is going on, sir? How are you? I just found a bunch of lights and optics laying around, so I started throwing things on guns. So I think most of the guns up there that are capable of taking an optic right now have an optic on them. Do I think they would ever make a 2011 in 380? No, there's no demand for it. 2011s were created originally for competition, and there's no real competition shooting with 380s that are like money-making competitions. And they're not going they'll never be popular enough, man. 380s make up such a small part of the market. Browning does make 380s, but they're also too much money. $800 are way too much money. So if you want a Browning 380 but you don't want to break the bank, go buy a Rock Island Baby Rock, which is basically the same thing as a Browning Black Label 380. Personally, I prefer the Series 70. Series 70 has the pure trigger of a 1911. The Series 80, for those of you that don't know, was created because I believe it was actually a mother's group that petitioned the U.S. government to have put drop safeties in their 1911s, because apparently their drafted young children were too fucking stupid to not drop their guns and couldn't handle having two external safeties on it. So they petitioned the U.S. government, who in turn petitioned Colt to create the Series 80 internal drop safety. I am sorry, but if enough servicemen are stupid enough to accidentally drop their 1911s, especially since military issued ones have fucking lanyard loops on them, it's called Darwinism. I don't want you on the front line if you're too stupid to protect yourself. Fun Tucky, what's up? And I know people will say accidents can happen. Dropping your gun is not an accident, it's negligence. Either the gun wasn't secured correctly or you did not maintain control of your firearm. Do I like newer Colt 1911s? No. So Colt is a name and name only. Colt has been through 7 bankruptcies since it was created. The most recent one was in 2023, 2022. CZ now owns Colt. CZ is the owner of Colt. So they are bringing quality back to Colt, but I don't really care about any current Colt 1911s because they're overpriced for what they are. They're still not where they need to be. You like the background. Thank you. It's easy to convert 80 series to 70, right? I think so. Yeah, so you can buy a block off plate, but realistically, all you have to do is take out the drop safety and put a regular firing pin in it. You remove the Series 80 componentry, you just take out the 3 parts that are in the frame and the drop safety and put a standard firing pin in it, and it works like a regular Series 70, but it's going to rattle like a motherfucker. So you need to have a filler plate that goes inside of it. I'm not where I need to be, but you are where you are now, McManus. Who would drop their weapons? Never did. I have an elephant gun. I have a Nitro Express. I would never drop that. Look, I have massive nerve problems. I've dropped guns on videos, but here's the deal. I don't use myself as the metric for the entire world. I have nerve damage. Sometimes I just lose control in my hands. So I would not enforce drop safeties on the entire world just because I can't hold on to a gun. So I'm going to take out the drop safety on a Scott 08 show in 4.5 to 2. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm here, so who's the real winner? Everybody's a winner when you grace us with your beautiful bald head there, McManus. Have you ever shot any of the 1911s from Great Lakes Firearms? They have great looking 2011s and 1911s. No, I've reached out to them to get one, and I will talk to them at the NRA show next month in Texas. I have looked at them, but being a small concern, they may not be willing to let me have one for a review. Which is funny because Great Lakes themselves are kind of, they were originally a budget creator. So. And at $1,000, it's definitely one I would like to take a look at. And they're using a very similar frame to the Bursa. Very similar tri-top slide too. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check them out at SHOT Show. They're also using a double humped grip where it's got the extra finger groove, so I'll definitely have to talk to them, see what's up with that. So, interesting. Fusion Firearms 3C is out right now. After any kind of interest in it, Fusion Turkish. So, no, Fusion Firearms was started by a guy who used to work for Wilson. No, not Wilson Combat. One of the other guys. And he started his own company. So his 1911s are all built in the United States. His standard 2011s were built in the United States. The only things that are Turkish are the XP Pro and the XF Pro. And they come in from Turkey and he modifies them. Ed Brown, that was it. Thank you, McManus. Thank you for getting rid of that guy. Smith & Wesson. No, he did not come from Smith & Wesson. He came from a high-end boutique. It was Ed Brown. Smith & Wesson makes okay guns. Absolutely. I like some of their guns. Yeah, I'll definitely have to mess with the Synergy at the NRA show. Ever get into 8.6 rifles? No, I'm not a rifle guy. I have 2 rifles right now. Technically, that's PDW, and then I have a few other old school rifles. But I don't really fuck with rifles anymore. I don't go shooting anymore. Partially my nerve damage, partially life fucking sucks. Things like that. I'm moving to Texas at the end of the month, or end of next month, so I'll figure all that shit out then. The wall is starting to look epic again. So I've pared down a few guns out of my collection in order to solidify the wall. So I got rid of a couple other guns to get other guns that are better. Rifles are spendy. Absolutely they are. Now, that being said, if a company wants to send me one that I can build out, like the Mac IX, I put a nice light on the other side, a real EOTech. I mean, it's real in the fact that you can touch it. It's really got a sticker on it that says EOTech. But yeah, that's pretty good. No, 1022's right there. Like I said, I'll do a wall tour at 8:30. That way we'll have a reference point if anybody comes in. Hey, wall tour. We'll do a wall tour in a little bit. No, so the 1022 and the 2 Sharps Brothers guns, so that one has a Sharps Brothers chassis, and those 2 have Sharps Brothers chassis, so I'm not getting rid of either of those because those were sent to me by the manufacturers. And very good performers on the channel too. I've sold that I sold the Echelon 3 times to a buddy of mine, and it keeps coming back to me, so that's never getting sold again just for that reason. But yeah, like if you go through the videos and stuff, right? Like the CMX is doing really well for me, anyways. Although the Daria Arms video did okay for what it is. What the fuck is it? Yeah, 37,000 views on the Sharps Brothers frame, which is actually pretty good for his stuff. I remember $400 Wassers and Arsenals and $90. Yep. Do you think the South African 92 clone slide fits a 92? Forgot the name. Vector, I think. The standard Vector, the one that actually looks like the Beretta clone, yes. They also came out with the secondary version, which is technically, if you look really close, is what the MC21 that Gerson made for a while was basically a clone of. A lot of people sleep and forget about the MC21. The MC21 was basically a Vector clone. Pink water. Ladies and gentlemen, if your urine is this color, you should go see a doctor. If your blood is this color, you should stop drinking sugar, you fucking diabetic humps. I'm diabetic. No, actually, my local grocery store had this thing. It's called Polar Diet Double Fudge Soda. So 0 sugar, 0 anything in it. It had aspartame, which is always bad for you. But it was 74 cents, so I figured I'd give it a shot since it was sugar-free. It tastes like Tootsie Rolls. Streamer I watched got banned for streaming on YouTube holding a firearm on stream. A rookie mistake. Only 24 hours though. Yeah, so that is a rookie mistake. I've seen it many times. I've actually seen dudes getting their lives terminated for holding Nerf guns and water guns. People like crap all over clones, but give me a good clone. My SAR B6C is a decent CZ75 clone. There are good clones and there are bad clones. The SAR stuff is really solid. SAR Shamals is a government approved, like they are full NATO approved, blah, 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 IS-60, blah, blah, blah. But they are not like Khyber Pass company, you know, they are a legitimate fucking manufacturer of firearms. They manufacture firearms for their country's government and military and shit. They are legit. They are legitness. Although the MC21 was kind of fucking fugly. Although if I can get my hands on one, I'd probably buy one. Turn over. There you go. So that was the Gerson MC21, and if you look at it, it's got a Beretta lower on it. So that was a clone of the Vector sold by Gerson. And fucking people give Glock or Sig 320s shit about Hide Overbore. I love tablet PCs. You look happier. I'm just not feeling bad, I guess. Thank you, though. I thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. SAR 9 went through 150K round tests and passed flying color. That's why the Turkish military and police use them. Yeah, exactly. They are, like I said, they're very strongly approved firearm. Someone say, happy? Bye, I just joined in. By the way, I meant, what? What the fuck? But yeah, the MC21 is funny because it was literally a Vector clone. So you had a clone of a clone. Well, technically, so Vector originally bought a license from Beretta. That's why their first one was allowed. But then when they wanted to sell their guns outside of South Africa, they had to create this body. And believe it or not, Beretta grips fit on that gun. But yeah, so they created that version of it. I kind of want one now. I had one. Actually, I did one. I just remembered. It comes up in my searches. Hold on. I did one 5 years ago. I did a review on it. Literally, that's me doing the review. Yeah. So I did have one. I just forgot I had it. I'm looking at Google and I actually showed up. I almost never show up in Google searches. That's too fucking funny. Front page too. I still hate how optics look on a 92 even with the Langdon lowered cut. It's because of the way their slides operate, man. I don't know. I think the 92XI, the 9211, and the 92Xs can be cut lower. You okay, Rocky? You tired? It means you're beating the algorithm. Hey, it had 15,000 views, which is pretty good for my older videos. It's actually funnier because I've gotten more views later on in the videos live. So gun videos are evergreen videos because if somebody goes and finds one, or like me, somebody asked me about that shit and we're talking about it, and then it turns out I didn't remember making the video because it was 5 years ago, and I've made 2,700 videos on this channel. So the truth is blurred. What is going on, sir? That's funny. I totally forgot I made that video. I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna watch it later. Dude, that was in my old screw build desk too. So that was back when I was still living in another house. But yeah, really quickly, we're going to do the wall tour real quick. But also, you have until tomorrow at midnight to get into the entry. Giving away a 2011, a TSOS BR9 2011. So if you want to get in on that, you should probably buy a hoodie. They're $60. Buying the hoodie gets you the free entry, so you're supporting the channel and you get a free entry. You cannot just buy an entry. You have to buy a hoodie. So hoodies are currently being made. They'll be shipping out hopefully before I go to Arizona. That way, or Texas, so that I can mouse his. HK recently showed a new pistol and took it down off the site. We'll have to see what happens there. I have a few guns, but I literally sell one of them, but not my sniper rifle. Why would I sell my sniper rifle? I don't know, Earth. Why would you sell your sniper rifle? Hang on a second, guys. My dumbass was hoping they finally made an all-metal gun, but nope. You'll be all right. And I'm sure there's people on the internet that will already have that footage archived, or that site page archived. All right, we'll start over here. That is my custom AR-15. It has a PSA VA lower. So back in 2020, before Newsom won, we were going to go all Democrat then. So Palmetto State created a line of lowers. I got one. It says 6 Emperor Tyrannus on the 3-position switch because it is a binary. Has an HK MR556 upper, so that is a 556 piston-driven HK upper. Basically telling the poors, fuck you, because that upper is like $2,000 if you buy the kit. It's stupid. Starting at the top, that's my Mac IX, and that's how you pronounce it, with my Osprey 9 on it. It has a light on the other side now, so that it will be my truck gun moving forward. That'll be fun. Over here, we have a Chris Sphinx SDP Alpha. Daria Arms DY9 on a dagger frame, because why not? Springfield Echelon 4.5, the original, with the Sharps Brothers frame. Ruger RXM with the Sharps Brothers frame and a giggle stick. Canik TTI Combat, not a Combat Master because TTI didn't actually do anything to it, but a TTI Combat with the O-Sight green dot enclosed and the Olight PLX light. Both of those are still on sale during the anniversary sale. Canik 55, that is a TP9 double action to single action with a decocker. That is basically a pure Walther clone. Even the grip looks like a Walther. SIG 250-22. Those guns be expensive with my dumbass. They are expensive guns, but that is a rare bird. It's a 22 250, which is rare to find. That is my SIG 226 Mark 25 Navy. In fact, look at this piece of pegboard real quick. It's amazing what pegboard does to you, doesn't it? So it's got some Cocobolo grips on it, but as you can see, it's got the emblem and the barcode. It's amazing. Gravity is weird on YouTube. Look at that pegboard again. Nothing to see here, kids. What are you talking about, Grandma? Watch half of them fall off. So anyways, moving on, that's my SIG 226 Stainless Elite. It actually came with those grips on it, but I don't want to ruin those grips, so I'm not shooting it with those grips on it. I just put them on the 226 Navy because it looked good. SIG M17 that I kind of converted into a race gun. It's got a Harrington Arms comp, factory extended barrel, X5 trigger, custom red accents just for fun. CZP07, SAR K12 Sport, that's their Shadow 2 clone. CZ SP01 with a SIG optic, because fuck you. The hammers are back on a lot of them. Oh well. CZP09. SIG 1911X with the Holosun 507K. Rock Island 1911 FS Tactical. Factory cut for RMSC. The Mac 9 double stack. It's got the O-sight on there. Hold on a second. I don't know what you're talking about, YouTube. It doesn't look as ridiculous without that stupid cover on there. Well, it's because it charges it too. It's the actual internal battery, so you can charge this and it will charge that a couple of times. So if you're out in the field for a day or two and you don't have a USB-C, it's designed to do that one. Oh, yeah. Don't want to put those on the wrong thing. I'm not doing anything, YouTube. You're just crazy. So that's the Bursa M2XI with the Holosun the Holosun EPS full size. So that's a full size optic that uses RMSC footprint, which was an interesting choice on their part. Nightcore NPL 27, which is basically a TLR1. The Remington R1 Recon double stack 1911 with a Streamlight TLR7. Since it's a shorter barrel, it doesn't need a TLR1. Para Ordnance Black Ops 1911 single stack. Para Ordnance SSP single stack pistol 1911 and 45. Para Ordnance 1345, so it's a double stack officer size grip basically. And the Para Ordnance LDA, so that's got the double action trigger in it. And my Ruger 1022 in the Sharps Brother chassis. Yeah. Well, I'm pulling my pants up, Mom. So if anybody's wondering what's going on, tell them to go to the 30-minute mark. Okay? Good. So those are the guns on the wall tonight. And yeah, they are spendy, but they're an investment. Also, it's not like I'm the collector or anything. I didn't fucking drop 50 grand on guns in one day. That's a while. Why does it look like an AK-47 had a baby like that? Probably because of the design of the receiver, plus the fact that it doesn't have a long buffer tube like our standard AR. 90-2 is not up there. I'm borrowed against it to get some other guns out. So I thought I had enough money to get all my guns out. I was 3 grand short, so I got out the guns that I really want out. The 90-2 is just sitting because I didn't want to lose it. So I was hoping to sell a lot of shirts and this pickup truck that I've had sitting in my shop for a while. Yeah, so that's the gun wall. Make sure to tell your friends, your enemies' friends, your friends' enemies, your mom too. I saw your mom at the discotheque the other day. She's kind of cute in an ugly ass way. Yeah. Don't know how long we're going to go tonight. I've got doctor's appointments in the morning, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what the night brings, see if any of you fuckers want to keep watching. If any of you are in the Discord, you want to hop over there and tell them we're live, even though they fucking know that it's Monday, and they're all just a bunch of lazy-ass bitches. I can't believe he makes fun of his Discord like that. Yep. Also, been considering my future. Once I make the move, I'm going full-time with YouTube, like every day. I'm going to dedicate one of the rooms just to gaming. I'm going to be streaming video games. I'm going to be streaming live stream. We're going to convert the room into a gun room. We're going to do everything down there. I'm too discombobulated up here. I'm going full fucking clearance mode and getting rid of so much shit out of my life. That includes people. So, but I'm going to be having like a huge garage sale here in the building to get rid of like all the big shit that I know I'm not taking down there, like some display cases, safes, things like that. So I'm going to be doing a lot of sales like that. Electronics equipment that I'm not going to take. I got to go and get some regular banker boxes. I hate fucking Home Depot boxes, dude. They fucking break as soon as you fucking put shit in them. But yeah, that's where we are right now. But feel free to ask me questions if you want to learn shit. Learning shit's how you learn shit. Oh. Damn, even the safes. 3 of them, yeah. I'm just going to be taking, I'm going to get new safes when I get down there. I'm taking a couple of small portable safes, but I will, one of the first things I have to buy when I go down there is I'll probably go down to like Tractor Supply if they have one down there and buy like a 36 gun safe. Dude, you know how much it would cost to drag those things down, to drag 2 Winchester and a Cannon safe from Virginia to Texas? It would take up most of a pull behind trailer, and it's not worth it to me. I'll sell them up here for half of what they're worth, and then I'll just buy one big safe when I get down there. If you could have any 2011 for free, which one would you get? I would get a Nighthawk 2011. Nighthawk Customs 2011 would be, no questions asked, would be the one I would go for. Their 2011s are some of the nicest in the world. That would be it. Stop. I'm looking at it right now. I think it's called the TRS. So the Sandhawk would be right up there, because that's the 2011. But I really don't care for FDE. I really don't. The TRS Comp, that would be the one I would take. It's actually not even their most expensive one they make either. Fucking, hold on. My cord is wrapped around my fucking studio light. So, of course, I'm not able to do it right. But yeah, the TRS Comp is a gorgeous gun. So that also brings up something I had noticed that I didn't really realize before. Hang on one second. I can fix it. Fucking goddamn it. Hey, HP, you dumb motherfuckers. Putting the power button on the side of your fucking laptop is the most retarded thing you could do. Because guess where people grab their fucking laptops, you fucking morons? I'm sure my neighbors love hearing me yell at fucking companies. Fucking idiots. Let's put the power button. Ruger Carbine 5.7. No, I haven't had that in years, man. What's the best way to do a mirror finish by sanding it down? Show. Vinegar will take the finish off of a gun, but it can also damage the finish. So you don't want to leave vinegar on too long, because then you're going to have to polish it anyways. Vinegar can just take the finish off, but it's not going to do anything to make it right. The best way to get the mirror finish is to frickin' have it sandblasted and then sand it until you get a mirror finish, and then have it re-blued, which is what I did to my Match X and my Influencer X. Aw. Dude, he grabbed his own fucking toy and put it on himself. I didn't do that. That's so fucking cool. You know what's up, buddy. He's snuggling up. He likes this towel. because it smells like bacon, and he loves this toy. He's a good boy. Oh, fuck. You see why I would kill any of you instead of letting you hurt my dog? Look at this boy. Yes, sir. He got a little bit of playtime in. He's been running around all day. I've been letting him outside. It was nice out. That's why he has that shine nice. I was thinking of trying it at home. Saw 2 videos that gave those 2 different ways. Either one will start. Yeah, the Wilson EDC 70 Project 77. Yeah. Don't look at my peanut butter. Such a good boy. The heater's too hot. Hang on a second. No, you were adjusting your studio lights. No, you're adjusting your studio lights. You got peanut butter in my bananas. You got bananas in my peanut butter. Somebody stole my banana cake. Don't look at my ass. I was sitting on a butter knife. It just got quiet in here. What are we gonna do? My hand's still fucked up. Don't know what I did to it. Hello, Forgive with. How you doing, Forgive with? Forgive with. I like your name, Forgive with. It's a good name, Forgive with. I am fine. Nice. I'm sorry, forgive with. Forgive with this. You gonna forgive with this, or you gonna forgive with that? I like that you have your little puppy there with you. It's actually a horsey. This was his first toy. So when he dies, this gets cremated with him. I hope you will get better. Oh, it's a repetitive injury from playing video games. Actually, now looking on camera, it looks a little swollen. It's probably a ligament issue. But I also have bad hands, bad nerve damage. So. Went to the range this weekend, tried shooting with my opposite hand. Lol, my shots sucked. That's why you got to do it a lot, dude. You have to do it a lot. Do it all the time. Yeah, like compared to the 2 hands, my middle finger on my right hand is much smaller, so. Wish Nighthawk made the counselor with the rail, but I get it for the classic look. Yeah, they have to make some that are classic looks. But yeah, that TRS comp is one sexy lady. What's up, buddy? You got a booger in your eye. Okay. I'll just... He's insisting on holding my arm. I love my boy. He's a good boy. He's my boy. Luckily for me, my opposite arm is stronger. Been practicing shooting with my opposite arm. Yeah. Ow! Asshole, you put all your weight on me. I mean, I love you, Rocky. It was my first time trying it. I wanted to see how it would feel. Yeah, well, you'll get better. What's a good brand for new pistols under $300? Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0 is at about $320 or something like that. Taurus G3Cs, they're under $300. I would not recommend buying a new pistol under $300 unless you are a average to experienced gun person. As a newbie, you don't want to cut corners on your first gun. If you have a bad experience with a gun at $300, you're not going to be as interested in the world. So spend another $100, buy a used Glock. Feels like trying to hit a ball with your left leg. Brain to body length feels like shit. I can switch. I can hit either way. I skateboard. When I used to skateboard, even though my left leg is my strong leg, I always kicked with my right. Are you saying I smell? I got news for you, buddy. Your farts are pretty bad. Motherfucker's over here staring me down. Hey, who's my buddy? Shake. That's not a shake. 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 Really, dude? He normally does tricks. Where do you want the peanut butter? Guys like you are so much better in sports. Not anymore. Ever since I lost the feet, all I can do is, I'm like the designated hitter rule. I can hit, but I have to have my own runner. I'm now the Babe Ruth. Did I hit the spot for you, buddy? A little bit of peanut butter. He likes pumpkin puree, so that's good. Yes, it's always available on the couch because, you know, some days you're watching something and it gets you ornery. I used to be able to throw both hands, but not anymore. The nerve damage when it really started coming in fucked me over. Yeah, look at me. Look at me. He knows where the camera is. Look at me. Staring contest. Admit it, you guys would watch a live stream of him just playing. That's the first time I've seen an extended magazine on one of your guns. That's because that is a extended Glock mag that I won in an auction for $4, and it was just laying around. So I'm like, fuck it. I was looking through some of my extra boxes, looking at all the weird shit that I had laying around, like extra optics and lights and shit. I was like, oh, I got all these extra lights and stuff. Might as well put them on all the guns. So if you notice, like a bunch of the guns now have lights that didn't previously. And almost all the ones except for the RXM that can take an optic have an optic on them now. Oh, except for the their D19 slide, because that slide doesn't actually work on that frame. Thank you for the coin, Wick. Appreciate it. So Rocky and I had a nice little fight earlier. So if you go back to earlier on in the video at the beginning, he and I were playing around. $4, that's a steal. Nice. Yeah, and it was fully loaded too, which is hilarious. Had SIG 365 hollow points in it, so 30 rounds of that. So that's over a box of self-defense. So I had like $20 in ammo in the mag, and it wasn't corroded. So I was like, sweet. Doggies love it when you uppercut them. Watch. Yeah. This is one of his favorite things. He just sends her. Dude, my shit's been paused this whole time. Remember, everybody, pet your puppies. Also, dog penis. He's licking me and him at the same time. Now he's licking himself. All right, good boy. Relax, buddy. So, preparations for the trip down to Texas. I got to do the oil change in the Jeep. I was considering taking something else, but that didn't pan out, so I won't be taking anything else. So I'm going to take the Jeep. Hug, 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 hug. Thank you. Hug. Good boy. Thank you, buddy. You're driving the whole trip? Hell yeah, dude. Not only that, I'm driving all the way to Drunk Mouse's in Arizona, so it's a 2,200-mile trip, not counting the fact that I'm going to be staying an hour outside of Houston, and I'm going to be there from the 10th to the 20th, and I have to drive in there 5 times. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of driving. Pump you up. I'm going to pump you up. Does anybody else's dog stare at them, dude? Some days it freaks me out. About right there on the back, huh? Yeah. Yeah, good boy. Can you take the guns with you, or do you have to transfer them? No, they're all going with me when I go down there, because Texas does not require transferring. and paperwork and ownership documentation. So yeah, all my guns are going to Texas with me. Dude, if I had to do transfer paperwork on nearly 100 guns, I'd go bankrupt just from that shit. Praise Texas. Why are you winking? Something in your eye? Hold on. Is that better? Is that better? You want it? Do you want it, toy? Do you want it? You have to come get it. Okay, here you go. Hey, Cody, what's up? Homie, what? Two-way. Clippity cloppity, I'm the hoppity coming over to get in the droppity. Everybody knows it. He goes Want to see how patient my boy is? Watch this. Do 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 do. Oh, 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 oh. All right, you just lay there with him. It's okay, he's right here. Let's see. Booty bandit. Thank you, Paul, for the silver star. Man, that wall looks like a lot of candy to me. It is. Now, if you want to do a meet and greet, I can go. It's a lot closer if you're out in Houston for me. I'm going to be about an hour north of Houston. What do you hear, buddy? What do you hear? Is that the neighbors? Is that the neighbors' psycho kids running around? I think they're WWE in training. Well, I know what you want. I know what Rocky wants. Look at his ears when I pull up something he wants. St. Arms started making their own metal grips. I wonder if they will show up on Gerson. Think you said they do the frames for Gerson. They do. And in every Gerson box, they actually give you a card telling you if you want to modify your gun to go to Cossaint. So I'm sure that they will eventually either offer them as an upgrade or potentially as a standalone. I'll have to reach out to them. It's still closer. I'm about a 5-hour drive or so from Houston. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You got to find it. Rocky. Hey, stupid. Where is it? He respects the hat. Rocky, which hand? Which hand? Oh, yeah? But did you win? The T-Sauce PX9 feels really good in the hand. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I really like how my Walther fits in my hand. I saw the text. I know your guy fucked up. I almost have enough for the SBA 5 since the last time I told you I'm saving for one. I'm saving up for a new one. Jesus, good job, Phil. I know they ain't cheap. Dude, are you still looking for them? You just had 3 treats. I'm not giving you more, dude. That's enough. Wait till you shoot it, dude. It shoots really nice. I'm just happy that Jared said I can sell my T-Sauce guns. So, like I said, we got 2 days left. Let me update the note because I know that McManus is probably in the lead. Joey wanted a black. He's one of the reasons I'm doing those ones. Aramax AG Grayson. Wait, Grayson has 4 entries. Huh. Hold on, what? He's taking too long shipping it. It's not your fault, dude. It's just like when I had problems with my shipper. It happens, dude. I almost have enough ship. Dude, the wall looks great. Thank you, Bass. Best Glock 27, 23, 20. Fuck all others. Somebody ban Chris. Sandhawk is my grail. Who are you talking about? Stone's FFL. Stone's FFL hasn't sent the things yet. The one I want is the TRS comp, dude. It's only $5,000. If I sold those 5 guns, I could just buy one. Then I'd have to sell 5 to get one. But it's funny, dude. We were talking about a gun, South African's Vector gun, and then it turns out I'd done a video on the MC21, which is the same gun. For Grails, mine is a Wilson SFX. Nice. I know apparently Stone shipped out my Yeet cannon. I'd trade him the Beretta for it, lol. What's the gun with the comp that's red, black, and silver? That is a SIG M17. It's a former military M17. The serial number is M17. And I didn't like it in brown. So I sandblasted the slide. That is just sandblasted. It's not repainted or anything. It's actually why it's getting slightly darker over time because of oils and stuff are starting to seep into the metal. It's got a Harrington Arms comp. It's got my X5 Legion trigger and an X full frame that I went ahead and swapped onto there. Magwell and Optic are red just for shits and giggles. Yeah, I did a serial number check, though. It's a military issued one. I'm so excited for the Beretta. It looks so nice. I think you should have Brower lower. I'm not a big fan of the Brower lowers. That's the one that's got the 1911 angle on it, right? I was actually thinking about asking Sharps Brothers for one of theirs. Yeah, the M1811 grip or whatever it is. I don't know. Something about it just is off to me. But maybe if they're at the NRA show, maybe I'll ask them. I don't know. There's just something about it that doesn't look right to me. I think it's the double hump on the grip for the 2 finger grooves. What's the gun above the plaque? The one above the plaque is a CZP-09 Urban Gray threaded barrel. Suppressor ready. Rashad, what's up? Made in Reno is the reason I got it low, but it's really comfy. I mean, I would take it if it was given to me, but aren't they expensive too? Yeah, the Magwell is 75. Well, wait, what? The Magwell, the grip is only 89 bucks. It's polymer then, isn't it? Well, that means the grip could be restippled. I don't like the look of the grip. It doesn't match the lines of the grip. Like their fake grip panel they have on it. I think if that was restippled, I wouldn't mind it. I thought they were metal. Do they do a metal one? Yes, they do. And it's nearly $800. But it does fix the problem I have with the grip stippling. All right, if they can give me one of those, I will easily accept that one. See how the grip itself, the angle there versus anytime. This little double hump they put in there, which supposedly lets you get to the trigger guard better, I don't like that. It damages the line, and they realize that. That's why the steel one doesn't have that. I really like the look of the ECM R11 frame. Never seen it before. And do I enjoy shooting the gun above the plaque? Never shot it. Mouse, what's up? Maybe to make it stronger. The polymer one, no, it's the same thing Bursa does with their grip. See, Bursa did it on theirs as well. It's because of the width of the grip. They want to make it so that you can more easily get to the trigger if you have small, dainty girl hands. So if you're a small, dainty girl, it's great for you. You know what I mean? But you have to be a girl, and you have to be dainty. I mean, if you fit and you're a dainty girl. Do I have a Prodigy? No. Got rid of my Prodigy a long time ago. You're eating dinner. Nice. Wait, what's the other? ECM R11. That kind of looks like an alien grip. I'd fuck with that one too. But how much is that one? Fuck! Kind of like the Edge one. Oh, that's from the macro. Those are for 365s. Do they not make one for the 320? They only make them for the 365. You swap the grip pads when you go and do the range and what you take in. I thought they did it for the 320. Show the class, Dick. Okay. Okay. So it's just an all-metal grip module. It looks cool. It's not really my style. Ooh, I wants that. It's $600, man. All of you walking in, don't forget, you got 2 days left, today and tomorrow, to get entered in for the giveaway. I don't care. I know you don't care, but let's be honest. If Sharps Brothers didn't send me both of those frames and that fucking chassis, those guns would not exist. I'll sell a kidney. I'm poor. If you sell a testicle, they're worth about 26 grand. I was thinking about selling both of mine, buying an old Viper. Oh, he's out. You're okay, buddy. I got you. The boy's all comfy now. He's ready to go to sleep. Also, dog penis. Does SIG also sell metal frames for 320 like they do for the 365? Yes, you can get an AXG and an SXG. S stands for steel, A stands for aluminum, but they're also very expensive. I wanted to get the SXG 320 X5. But it's $800 fucking dollars. $800 for their SXG frame. First gen Viper? No, second gen Viper. I'll sell a testicle. I'm sure I can get one of those from my dealer. Actually, I'd probably, if I had 50 grand right now, I'd probably buy a 2014 Shelby GT500 glass roof Recaro with navigation. Probably get it for like 40 grand and have 10 grand left over to masturbate with. You're out? You're leaving? Or are you out because their SXG frame is $800? Shouldn't you buy like a house first? No, fuck that. I'm already getting a house. I just have to rebuild it and take care of it. No, I'm out of the stupid SIG frames. Yeah, I'm probably going to get them to send me a couple. Although they're still mad about the review I did on their 1911X. Those were great. The new Shelby, I bet, drives great too, but looks old, man. Too much plastic shit. So 2013, 2014 Mustang is my all-time favorite body. I used to have a 2014 Mustang GT track pack. Here's the funny thing. I could have bought a Shelby when I bought the GT because I was working for the dealership at the time. I could have got it for $55,000, glass roof, navigation, everything. But I knew I was going to put too many miles. I put 60,000 miles on my Mustang in 2 years. So I didn't want to do that to a Shelby. Buy a camp trailer to park your Mustang in front of like all the people in Reno, lol. So I'm leaving like 5 days before NRA show in Texas. So I should get there like 3 days before. I'm going to go to the house and see how bad the house is. If the house can have the electrical and the utilities turned on, we're going to do that right away so that I can get the house running before I actually move down there. If not, then I'm going to have to figure out like a trailer while I'm working on the place. I already have plans for the carport and everything else, so it's going to be interesting. My recent X4M comp cost that much, but I drive way less now. Car I sold at $215K, a Mini Cooper. Oh, you drive a Beamer, huh? Yeah, No, I'm just kidding. I want a BMW M6. I liked the M6 body. I want the M6 with the manual 6-speed exclusively because I want to take the destroyed V10 because you know the V10 is destroyed because they had sleeveless pistons in them, which means when they went bad, they destroyed the block. I want to build a um, straight six out of like a 2002 BMW M3 and put it in an M6 and make like 600 horsepower because that engine could make tons of power. Every vehicle I have ever owned has been a work vehicle. My SDI is currently faster, but the Mini was just different. I have a bunch of those too, Stone. Oh, I buy an M3, but I need some ride height, so the X4 comp was perfect before those BMW Tards killed it. I got the last year. Understood. I like size. That's why I would buy an M6 over an M3. I've driven a few different M3s that would have bought throughout my days. So my boss owns, or my old boss, um, what was that generation? The M9, E90, what? E92, E93. There it is. No, that's not the actual car. I'm trying to find the exact car because one of my bosses actually owned it. Is that it? I'm not 100% sure, but my boss had the DC Auto Show 2002 BMW. It was red with blue interior. It was fucking stupid. My Mini was 22 pounds, over 400 horsepower. It was like driving a slot car. Well, is McManus a bad word? Why? Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that it was restricted. You want to get a truck with 4 doors and an 8-foot bed. I suggest that you look at a pre-turbo 6.5 Chevy crew cab dually. His STI comment was restricted. I had to approve it. How you doing, buddy? You asleep now? Boy is asleep. We played hard for 10 minutes and he's out. So I got older. I hated public up to my neighborhood in the Mini, stupid loud. You hated pulling up. I gotcha. Sounds like me before bedtime. I understand everything everybody ever says ever, whenever, ever. So we got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23 entries. Wow, not that many. It's honestly too loud. Mistakes were made. Yeah, so you don't want another diesel. Had one for 12 years. No place to plug in during the winter. Then get the same truck, but with the 454. So yeah, there's only 23 entries right now, or 24, something like that. I got to double check. I got to go through my Cash App and shit. But that means that between Stone, McManus, and Grayson, they have the majority. Yep, you do have more than Stone. I could lie to you. No, he has 12 more than you. Lols. So that's 23. Oh, wait, no, 24, 25. Like 26. If he jumps past you, text me and let me know. Nah, I'm not going to do that to you. You've already stepped up and helped the channel in a huge way, dude. I appreciate it, though. I'm still going to win. Man, I hope somebody that has, no offense to you guys, I love you guys more than anything, but I think it would be fucking hilarious if somebody with one entry wins. And it's not like I want you guys not to win because you two have been massive helps to the channel. I just think it would be fucking hilarious if you both are like, we're going to win, and fucking like Paul Wick wins. I just think that would be hilarious. Then he sent me a broken TSL. If it makes you feel better, I'll send you something broken. Then you can say everybody fucks you over. Chris does not have any entries. He is not a good friend. Look, only a really good friend would trust you to fix his shit. You like how I set up my truck gun now, though, McManus? It's suppressed. Has the brace. It's got a light on the other side because then I can hit it with my thumb. I got to put a hand stop, which I'm probably going to be taking off of that because that's just a hand stop. That's not a vertical grip. I'm going to put a vert grip on the HK upper. So I'm going to put the hand stop on that gun. Is that the Chinesium optic? Uh-huh. I'm taking it to see if it'll hold zero. You're wrecking the SIG Romeo X closed optic. Not sure what to get for the 365 Lux. No, I don't. It's okay for what it is, but it's still not a great optic. I would probably recommend something like a, honestly, I think the 365 Lux is still RMSC, so I would go with something like a 507K. The silencer is worth more than the rest of the thing. I think Lamau, but not mad at it. Is that Scorpion mags? No, they're actually MP5 mags. So it'll take MP5, SP5, Zenith, Century Arms, and even Mac's own MP5 clone. The suppressor when it was new was $800 with the $200 tax stamp, and that gun is $900. So yes, you are correct. The suppressor when it was new was more than the gun. But yeah, I just like the way it looks with the Fiotech on it. I'm calling it a Fiotech. I'd only run HK mags if I can find them cheap. But those mags feel really good. Like they're dense, like the metal's strong. So I'd be interested to see how it runs with those. Oh, I got that on my Ruger. Yep. The rest of them are questionable. Can you stick the mags all the way in with 30 rounds? Haven't tried it yet. I'll let you know after I do it. Although I thought those mags were only 25, but if they're 30 rounds, I'll let you know. The ones that came with it, I mean, not MP5 mags. You asleep, buddy? Oh yeah, his paws are twitching. He's out like a light. I just sit here with my arm on him and he just sleeps. Yeah, he is out like a light with his eye open. I'm out, guys. Joey, see you on the next one, brother. Mouse, welcome back from dinner. Planning out the drive, drunk. It's going to be at least 2 days. I'm not going to rush it because I got Rocky. So I'm leaving on the 10th to go down there. I don't anticipate I'll be home until after the 21st or 22nd. the Osprey looks nice on it. Yep, I just got to swap out for the fixed adapter. I don't have that on there yet, and then I can shoot it. Since it's direct blowback, the barrel isn't going to go anywhere. The Osprey looks so good on most things. That's why it did so well in video games, man. It just has that like different look to it. Do I love the gays? Oh, I have all the love for everybody. I don't give a shit if you're gay, bi, trans, she-male, he-male, they-male, me-male, you-male, G-male, whatever you are. I don't give a fuck. What I care about is who you are as a person. If you try to push your agendas on me, either being homosexual, heterosexual, bisexual, pansexual, omnisexual, non-sexual, incel, whatever you are, if you don't push your shit on me and you're just a decent human being, I don't give a fuck what you are. And any hole's a port in a storm. What's on the 22nd? That's probably when I'm going to start driving home. This one or this one? Open hand or pointer finger? That is the O-Sight. It has the charging top on it. So that's the O-Sight XR. So, well, we're doing the NRA show, right? So that goes until the 19th, and then I'm going to drive over to your place for a day or two, and then I'm going to drive home. So I'll be driving home after the 22nd. So I'll go to your place, even if I only go to your place for one day. Sorry, if I'm not invited, fine. I'll just sleep in the car. But I have a lot of things to bring you. I like that. Is it fully enclosed? Yes, it's their newest optic. It's the XR fully enclosed optic. I obviously can't pull it down off the wall, otherwise I would. Okay, sounds good. You're invited. Mrs. Mouse was just confused. No worries. Sounds like not invited to me. Wah. Kind of fucked up, honestly, Mouse. About the day she's an A-type planner. No problem. You can jump in a live for the one time? It all depends on what happens. We'll see. He says he'll film for me when we're at the SHOT Show. I'm going to get you the food you like. Okay, buddy. I'm just making sure you're all right, buddy. Go ahead. Sorry. Put your head down. You're okay. Go ahead. Let's sleep. Sorry. I'll stop beating on you. What's the name of this spicy paste you ate on live? It was Korean hot paste. All of a sudden, I forgot the name. Gochujang. My brain kept going gakgugi, but that's actually radish kimchi. Yes, I do like beef bulgogi. Still awesome. Cherish the moments, Lol. You'll be all right. Love you, brother. We're going to go shopping for you before you come. Oh, don't go crazy, brother. Thank you, though. I appreciate it, but you don't have to go crazy. I just got to do the oil change in the Jeep before I come down there. It's going to be a 4,400 mile round trip. I'm going to be driving for basically 6 days. The good old streams back in the day of eating spoonfuls of hot paste and gay Glock tattoos. Hey, the gay Glock tattoo still exists for now, but it's going away. It's going away. Still thinking of Texas, or do you have to go back to Virginia regardless? Well, I can't just load up everything and just come down there. So the plan as I see it, Mouse, is I'm going to go down there, triple check I gotta check the house, see how bad it is. If it just needs a gut, then that's not a problem. If it needs a full rebuild, that would take more time and I'd have to plan accordingly. Regardless, though, I'm 95% sure what's going to happen is I'm going to come down there. I'm going to go visit you. I'm going to come back to Virginia. So what I'll probably do is come down, drive home, drive back with the trailer, rent the truck for anything big if I'm going to bring anything down. If I can just pull it behind the Jeep, I'm just going to load up a trailer behind the Jeep and load that. Whatever fits in there is going to come down. Are there any O-Sight optics that are a no-go? I just got my first, which is KRMSC cut, and I like it so far. The original O-Sight is too tall, and the glass isn't that great. The new one is way better, but it's RMR cut, so keep that in mind. And then I've got the O-Sight SEs on that gun. Wait, that gun has the green dot O-Sight SE. And Holosun, O-Sight, Guratar, O-Sight, must be over in the safe. Anyway, oh, my Influencer X has my other one on there. Vortex pistol optics. Vortex is fine. You just got to make sure to watch and make sure that it's RMSC footprint. They also made them so that they fit their own footprint. Just got an O-Sight SE. Yep. What's the other brand you just said? Guratar. Guratar is a Chinese brand. They're just the OEM manufacturer for the Rock Islands optic. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry, guys. Matthew, what's up, dude? Also, if you want me to hold on to some valuables, I can do that while you're renovating, depending on how much work it needs. If you need me to keep some stuff safe, I'm happy to help. Yeah, so we're going to figure all of that out. We'll figure all of that out. Like I said, my hope is that it's just a floors, walls, interior kind of thing. And then probably have to do the siding. I didn't look at the pictures that close. Carport, I got some plans for that. And then possibly some additions to the property. All good additions, if not like a fucking liquor still. Equalizer is RMSC cut. That's my only one cut. I like that I have others, but I didn't realize when I got it. So if you want the maximum size optic that you can put on the RMSC, then you want to go with that one. The Holosun EPS full size is a full size optic that uses the RMSC footprint so it can fit on thinner guns. Sounds good. I got the alarm here in 2A. So whatever you want to bring here will be safe. I hear you. We're going to figure all that out when I'm visiting you. I'll want to avoid an 18-hour turn and burn for some of it, but yeah, more than likely you're going to sit on most of it for me. Yes, Holosun EPS full size. It used the RMSC cut and pattern. Oh, you saw his picture, huh? I too volunteer my services to hold on to whatever you need, my friend, so long as I don't already have one. Wall. Oh, my dear friends, we'll see what happens because it's going to be mostly, thank you, it's going to be mostly just, it'll be videos of me rebuilding the place and fucking doing shit down there. I'm looking at all your codes and where I can shoot and stuff like that for Texas. I mean, it's Texas, so I'm pretty sure you can shoot anywhere at any time for any reason, but I want to make sure I find the right places to go. I really like the primary arm studs. Primary arm is amazing. That's why if you want to go primary arms, but you want a red dot pistol dot, go with Holosun's 507K because that uses the primary arms ACSS reticle. Especially any CZs. There's always a safe place in my home for wandering and homeless CZs. You mean like a Chris Finks, which is basically a Swiss CZ 2011? I thought you have a Chris Finks though. Yeah, I take cousins as well. Wife won't let me cut it. I tricked Mrs. Mouse into hearing the 22 suppressed without ear pro, and she said it wasn't loud at all. Good, that's awesome. I've never even had one, honestly. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, it's an all metal because that's got the alpha grip. It's got the aluminum grip. We can figure it out. I can drop it off to you. You're right on that. Anywhere, anytime, I just find a field and let it rip. So there's national forest land about 30 minutes away from where the property is. And national forest land, I did a lot of checking over there. There's no restrictions. I can shoot on their land. I just need to find a good location. I got the Jeep, so I can go up and into a more secluded area. Hello, brother. The 9mm braced gun is numero uno, isn't it though, dude? It's fucking awesome. I need to go shooting it, but I'm poor and can't afford to get Rocky kenneled for the day. My Social Security doesn't come until Wednesday, so my state went trans. Oh, we should get you some steel targets when you come here. People sell them for cheap on Facebook. Yeah, we'll do some looking. I'm sure they do in Texas too. It'll be interesting. How do you like your Jeep? I can't learn the Jeep's worth of shit. So I have a 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit. So it's one of the last years of that body style. And it's also the top of the line version before you got to the SRTs. So it doesn't have the 392 in it. It only has the 5.7 Hemi. But it's got the active ride control. Like during our snowstorm here, I was able to put it in off-road 2 snow mode, and that fucker drove through everything. I like it. It's basically my Durango, but a 5-seater versus a 7-seater. I had a Durango RT. One thing that you will learn if you look through my history of cars on this channel is I've never bought a V6 variant of a car that came with the V8 because I'm not a fucking loser. I always got the top of the line engine, even if I had to get a lower spec car. So my Mustang GT track pack had Brembo brakes, engine cooler, trans coolers, had the same trans and limited slip as the Laguna Seca. Everything was identical, but it was 31,000 versus 40,000. My Ram Hemi was an outdoorsman, crew cab, short box navigation, everything. My Lincoln Navigator was a top of the line L. My Charger was an RT. My other Charger was an RT. My Durango was an RT. What other cars have I had recently? So I only buy top of the line engines. I don't give a shit about the interiors. We should get you a Tempur-Pedic bed like mine from the guy on Facebook. Yeah, more than likely I won't be bringing my existing bed. That'll just get thrown away. My desk in here is getting thrown away. A lot of the little shitty cabinets are getting thrown away. I'm having a couple of garage sales before I go, so I'm going to try to sell like all my display cases, the extra safes, things like that. They see us have hate for our fun. Sorry, dude. That auto park, and when you let up off the brake, it jumps real bad, always gets me. I really like the Grand Wagoneer and the newer Rubicons. So if you get the Hemi, it doesn't have auto start stop, so you don't have that jump. It does have parallel parking, but I never use it. Only the Pentastar engines have auto start stops on the Jeep. The Hemis do not have auto start stop. Dude, I met a lady today who told me she had a Honda CRV with 100K miles on it, and she had to pay like $4K for struts. That's a lot, right? Honda struts should cost about $150 a side and about $100 to $200. I did struts on a Hyundai, and it cost the lady $250 in labor. So, yeah, 4K is insane. For 4K, she should be getting racing suspension on that car. I think the mattress guy is having trouble moving inventory. He keeps lowering the prices. That is kind of funny. Damn, she got screwed. Yeah, 4K for a Honda CRV suspension. I could rebuild the entire thing with Eibach, which is a racing suspension. I will probably do some handyman stuff there. The newer ones drive really good. People rent them a lot. The new Jeeps, oh yeah, they do. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with them. I just don't like base model stuff, dude. I've got heated and cooled seats, navigation, panoramic roof, blah, blah, blah. It's got everything. When the truck was new, it was 65 grand. I got it for 20, so I got a good deal. That's crazy. She got it done at AAA repair someplace. Yeah, AAA means always ass agape. That's why I started doing shit out of this shop, dude. I could do things so much cheaper than anybody else, but fucking the laws here are so bad. We don't have base model. I don't know what the type is, but it's fully loaded. Probably a limited or a overland. So the engine is what takes an overland and turns it into a summit. So I've got like the 3-mode locking center differential, low mode, low range, fucking everything. In California, I never saw a AAA repair. It was just a place to go to avoid going to the DMV. Well, speakers are amazing in all of them. Yeah, so I've got the, I think I've got the Harman Kardon system in mind. It might be the Bang & Olufsen. I bought the LC for the Match X, but it looks really small on it. Well, I mean, currently it's got a Fastfire C on it. Oh, by the way, if you're not going to use that Fastfire, you could always send it back. The Fastfire was actually originally on the Walther Q5, believe it or not. Fuck! He typed it right after I said it. The Burris is cracked, man. You don't want it. The corner of the lens is cracked. It doesn't work right anymore. That's a happy puppy right there. You could run the Mac iX with a riser. I'll print you a riser. I have a riser. I just got to find it. I got to go through all my boxes, pull all my gun stuff, put my gun stuff separate from everything else. I have a RMR optic from Vector Optics that I'm going to put on it, actually. Oh, dude, he is out. The Olight PLX really looks good on the T-Sauce. Glad to hear it, dude. I'm glad you're liking that gun. What mag do you have in the RXM? That is a 33 round Pro Mag that I got for $4 that was full of SIG 365 hollow points. It had like $35 in ammo in a $4 mag. I put that mag in there for shits and grins. I was cleaning up the garage today, getting ready for the sale. Very good, buddy. Good boy. Thing about Texas, I think when you move there, you should try to do it in one go if you can, or your stuff there, so your stuff there is safe. Yeah, I can't afford that right now, dude. I'm gonna be coming down to see you. That's basically eating up my money for this month, and then I have YouTube, Twitch, and Social Security that will come at the end of this month. So that's gonna pay for the return trip. So yeah, money's going to be tight, but I have to go to NRA show in order to make contacts. So you are not any kind of out of the way thing. I mean, yeah, it's an extra 9 hours of driving, but that's only a couple of $100. So there's a storage space right by the house if it's still there. Yeah, no, there's no way I could be ready to go in 10 days. Like I said, I just can't afford it. So it'll be within the next 30 to 45 days, which is still fast for a move. Yeah, because I mean, realistically, the move is going to cost about $2,500 too. And that's with me doing everything. No, man, don't worry about it, Mouse. You're doing so much for me as it is. Don't even trip, dude. I'm just working within what I have. That's all. like I said, I'm going to do the trip, come visit you, hang out. We're going to figure everything out for what we're doing. And then I'm going to, like I said, I'll come back. What I'll do is I'll rent a trailer from Texas. That way it'll be cheaper because I won't be one-weighing a trailer. I'll be renting it for a few days. So I will two-way a trailer and then come back. See, the PLX is a larger light in general. It's not a larger light. It's actually a compact light. Hold on a second. Don't move, buddy. I'm not going anywhere. That's the PLX light on the Canic. Yeah, storage sometimes isn't even worse. So yeah, that's the PLX, and that's the Osite SE on the Canic. The gun directly above it is my Ruger RXM with a giggle stick in it. I took the optic off because I had my EPS full size, and I put the EPS full size on my Bursa because I wanted it on the Bursa. His breath is so warm, my arm is sweating. Good boy. If you get the U-Haul, last time I did, they charged by mileage. Yes, the RXM is like a fancy Gen 3 Glock. It was made in a collaboration between Ruger and Magpul. I want a light for my Rock Island full-size 1911 with a Reaper tactical pick rail kit on it, but I want it to look right. You can look at the TLR1 from Streamlight. That's an option. Harbor Freight actually is still selling their knockoff version of the TLR1 for $59, and it's a pretty solid light. I know some say 25 a day, but not true. I'll see, because like I said, I'm not paying $1 a mile to rent the fucking trailer. I will buy a truck for $1,000 and drive that bitch. Plus, I still got to sell the 68. It's sitting in my shop. Did you glue the burst to the gun? It's taken a lot to get the screws out. Fucking use a heat gun. I use blue Loctite. What's the mailbox optic? So that is the Osite XR. That's their new enclosed optics. Here, look at that wall real quick. We're not doing anything funky, YouTube. It just has a big-ass cover over it. So the optic itself isn't that large. It's just a charging cover. So it's an enclosed optic as well, but it's like a $350 optic. So it uses this. Do the Harbor Freight light fit holsters? Yes, because they are the TLR1 knockoff. Just put a milk crate where the driver's seat goes. Oh, I would just go to a junkyard, buy a cheap seat out of like a Toyota Corolla and slap that bitch in there, but I'm not trusting that thing. The engine will make it no problem, but it's got manual brakes, manual fucking steering. And driving from Virginia to Texas, that thing's going to be a bitch. So no. Plus, I'd have to put tires on it and everything. I'd put $2,000 into it just to make it drivable. I thought the whole thing. No, so it's dead right now because I haven't had the cover on it, but the cover is actually a battery that is capable of charging it twice while it's on the gun. Full send, it's fine. Oh, yeah, absolutely. If somebody wants to sponsor that video, somebody wants to give me $10,000, I will go nuts and drive that truck across the country with just a tire change and a Kirky racing seat that I buy from fucking O'Reilly's. Guaranteed. When you SBR the Mac IX, you can change the hook for a stock using the metal hardware. You can just buy it, and it has a 1913 pick rail on the back, so I can just add the SBR. I can just add a different stock. It will charge the optic and keep it going. Keep it clean. Yes, it will. You're going to go get one. You need a light for your grip and frame. Yeah, and for $59, that ain't bad. My local Winchester store still has a bunch of them, so. See, the original O-sights that had this cover were so fucking tall they looked stupid, but the new ones are a great size. For $350 though, why not get an EPS? Well, EPS, number one, the EPS full size uses RMSC cut. That one's full RMR cut. Number two, they sent it to me. Is that an AR-15? My dad had just bought an AR-10. If you're talking about this one in the corner, yes, that is a HK MR556. I don't know. I like the look of a big mailbox. Well, like my SIG AXG carry, which isn't up there, fucking has a mailbox. It has the Acro, Burris Acro on it. You know, I found a eBay special magwell for that fucking match Q5 if you ever send it, Stone. Hey, I have balance. I like the look of the Acro. It's different. It doesn't have the same pattern as every other optic out there. I'm not a huge fan of the big mailbox, but you can't deny some of them have really good glass. You're fun, buddy. What the fuck? Did you crack another nail? No, just dirty. I'm trying to sand it. I'm just fucking with you, dude. Although you do have to send it before May. That's like your cutoff. You need to send it before May. Otherwise, I'll have to find a Texas FFL. What's the biggest checkmate they make? Do they make a 25 rounder? I think they do. They make like a 165 millimeter. I think that's like a 25 or a 27 rounder. Check out the Venom Drunk. I got that on my RXM. Big optic, nice. The Steiner mailbox is solid optic. It's been riding my 510 and loving life. I need to get one of those. Thank you, Paul. Still working on it. Chassis, sorry it's taking so long. That's cool. Everybody calm down. Everything is fine. I'm going to beat my meat. I think he sees a squirrel in his dream. He's starting to breathe heavier. Sorry, I feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about it. Just keep his echelon longer. I guess I could plan my trip to just drive through North Carolina, Stone, too. Just come down and see you on the way down. It's only 300 miles the wrong way. Whatever. We're coming to the end of the live stream, so if you have something to say, fucking say it. I don't know if you tape that to your hat. It looks like a GoPro. Lol. I have a GoPro Hero 8 that I never use. Whatever you did just had with that water bottle, don't. If you fill it with silicone and then cut the bottle out, then you have a bottle-shaped thing of silicone. Dude, the screws are on in here. I'm telling you, you need a heat gun. It's got Loctite. I can stop on the way back. We'll see. We'll see how far out of the way it takes me. You need a heat gun. You got to heat it up quite a bit, dude. I'm pretty sure I use like 10 drops of blue Loctite. I'm pretty sure it doesn't fire anymore either. Bear hug and spin him around. I can't pick up Stonehaven. He weighs more than me. I have trouble picking up Rocky, and he only weighs 70 pounds. Oh, Joe, can you please bring some rock set if you remember when you come, like you used on the burst optic? I just use regular Loctite, man. Stone owns me a reach around when I see him next. Do it in the airport bathroom. Nobody ever gets in trouble for that, especially not at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. You can stop through Charlotte as well. Charlotte, that's even farther away. You know, gas is like $5 a gallon for premium right now. I'm just saying. Did you get the squirrel, buddy? Did you catch that squirrel? Get the squirrel. Get the squirrel. Get the squirrel. Get the squirrel. Oh, there's the twitch. You see that squirrel? You gonna tour the USA now? Yeah, that would be fun. You know what I should do? I should live stream every day on the trip and just beg you guys for money. Just stop in every state and say hi to us all. I've been driving my car in eco mode. Mine has an eco mode. It doesn't help. So I one time started a Kickstarter. I wanted to drive through 10 states in 10. I wanted to drive 10,000 miles, or yeah, I wanted to drive 10,000 miles in 1 month and visit 10 states. Mine doesn't have an eco mode. Yeah, it does. It's called sixth gear. Leave it in. Oh, wait, you got the auto. So what do you have, like an 8-speed? Top gear, dude. The top gear is an overdrive. It's well over a 1-to-1. Keep your foot out of it. Push it. Oh, it's a stick? Then leave it in 6, dude. 6 is overdrive. 5th is top gear and an STI. Or top speed. 6 is just for gas mileage. If you live stream coming down, that would be cool. They make an STI with auto. They do now. They have the flappy paddle gearboxes in the new ones. I forgot yours is a 2020. Oh, that sucks. Your eco mode doesn't work. My engine shuts off when I'm coasting. No, eco mode on a Hemi is it goes from getting 20 miles to the gallon to 21.5 miles to the gallon. Or whatever their top of the line one is nothing but flappy bottles. Don't they do the WRX still though? Subaru WRX. Yeah, so the 2026 WRX is got that shitty fucking slappy paddle beer docks. Starts at 32, haha. So let me give you the specs on the WRX. Accept all, that's fine. So specs. So you can get the premium limited GT and TS. The TS apparently is the top of the line. Let's see. Direct injected. They're all the same engine. They're all the same shit. Let's see. They all have. So what is the performance transmission? Okay, so what is the transmission in it? Hold on a second. Now you got me curious. Is the TS the one that has a transmission? Whatever, that's fine. Package, okay, that's fine. Accessories, okay. Summary, okay. Fuck off. Okay, so the TS allows you to buy a 6-speed manual. So the GT is the same car, but with the 8-speed auto. The TS gives you the manual. Heard it's like $8 a gallon in LA. Jesus Christ. So they're trying to push. I thought they were trying to push to temporary injunction prices back down. So the take rate for manual transmissions in the United States is less than 7%. So 93% of vehicles sold in the United States are automatic. Ever since the original flappy paddle gearboxes came out, the auto manuals, it's destroyed the manual transmission world because it made all the hypercars faster, the Ferraris, the Lambos, all the super high-end exotics got these auto clutch manuals. And now fucking everybody's got them, and it makes the cars faster while taking away the risk of not being able to drive well. So it looks better to people. Governor of California wants to be so unaffordable so everyone will drive electric cars. Lol. It's not driving the car. No shit, dude. That's why I agree with you. Manual all the way, dude. Well, plus you can control everything. You control the revs, your takeoff, your shift points. You can do whatever you want with it. We have a few manual Mustangs and some trucks that I'm not allowed to drive. Do you not know how to drive a stick, Paul? So I'm going to give you a quick lesson in how to drive a stick, all right? This is for all the people that don't know how to drive a stick. If you're trying to shift and you hear a put the clutch in. If you smell smoke, shift. End of story. Hey, Rocky, you want to say goodbye to everybody? Or are you completely out? You good, buddy? Aww. You're right. Wait, larger ones? A Mustang is larger? Good stream. All Rocky is out cold. Night ladies, is his paw getting better? Yes, it's healed up quite a bit. Now I'm just proactively taking care of him. Oh, I love when he does that little curl with his paw. You know, when he just curls it up. Because you don't realize these are actually almost articulable. They have knuckles. Have you ever seen a dog this chill though? Like, he doesn't care. He's like, whatever, dude. I can do Mustangs, no truck like the big trucks. Ah, gotcha. Joe, let me know what kind of candy you like too so I can buy some and justify it to Mrs. Mouse. It's got to be sugar-free if it's candy. Sorry. I'm really trying to be a good boy with sugars. Good stream, man. Talk to you again on Wednesday. Absolutely, guys. Come back for the next one, Wednesday. Wednesday is when we're going to do the drawing. So you have until midnight tomorrow to get in. $60 for a hoodie. That includes free shipping and a chance to win a nearly $1,000 2011. So get your asses over there. What about ice cream? I like ice cream. I can eat a little bit. Paul, thank you for all the jewels and the stars and stuff, man. I appreciate it. Everybody, I'm going to hit the X button and then I'm going to go play with myself on VR. Also, I'm sweating.